Coffee. You know why you tamp coffee?
To even it out.
Okay. Well, you guys don't know, but I'll tell you. The only reason you tamp coffee is to see how much coffee you have in the holder. That's the only reason for tamping. If you had a device that measured the coffee very evenly and put it in there real nicely, you would not have to tamp. You know why you wouldn't have to tamp? Because machines are self-tamping. You know how long they've been self-tamping? Maybe 60 years.
Okay, so is that one self-tamping?
They're all self-tamping.
Wait, so we don't even have to like push it hard?
You do not have to tamp.
Really? Oh, we've been doing that.
No, I know that. And there's a big thing about tamping. There's a whole science behind it. Now it's all garbage. And experts will tell you how to tamp coffee correctly. Okay? The only reason tamping was literally when I put coffee in here loose, like this is loose, right? I don't know how much coffee is in there. Because if I have too much coffee in here, it won't lock into the machine. You've done that, right? If I don't have enough coffee in there, you get a washing effect. There's too much space, empty space, so when that 159 bars of pressure comes in, it just swooshes all the coffee grounds around. See? Now the machine will literally tamp. Watch. I didn't tamp it, right? It was loose. Touch it. See?
And how do you know if it's
All coffee is self-tamp. All machines are self-tamping.
I don't know if it's
How do I know if it's enough? Very good question. See the top ridge? It should be that much above the top ridge. So when I tamp, right? And if you notice, most grinders. Oh, this didn't work. Oh, we gotta fix that. Most grinders have a tamper on them. So why wouldn't you use this one instead of this one?
something like
No, because they sold you this one. Because they think it's so important. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. So I can actually use the one next to the machine. And when I want to fill it up, okay, so that when I tamp it, it goes a little bit below the top. Then I know that there's enough coffee in this holder. Okay? So if I had only this much in there, let's say I did half the amount. Okay? And when I tamp it, look, see? It's half empty. That is no good. If I brew that, it comes out washed out.
Because there's too much space.
Too much space, yeah. Huh?
Yeah,
So just fill it to like this line?
Yeah, but you don't have to look at the line. You just fill it to where it's full. When you tamp it, it goes a little bit below the top. If I had it too full, okay, I'll show you that one. See, too full? That would be too full. See? I'm right at the top. Feel it. Just touch it. A little bit. Not gonna bite. Not even hot.
yeah.
Feel it. See how it, I pressed it, so it's tamped. See? But it's too full. See? See what I mean? Touch it. Yeah. With the edge. See? That's too full. So if it is too full, what do you do? Eh. Okay? And then retamp. See? That wasn't that difficult. Then I lock it in. Now is this a single or double filter in there?
Oh, double.
Right? Double. So I'll push a double button. Now one of the seats here. You see it coming out? See how it comes out slow and steady?
Is that the way it should be coming out?
Perfect. Slow and steady, and it'll come out creamy. We'll have a small cup here, I know.
Small cup, you guys.
No. I want you guys to see this. Now, as the coffee gets saturated, now it's extracting all the flavor and all the aroma out of the coffee. You know what it's not extracting out of coffee? You don't know, I'll tell you. The acidity. There is zero acidity in properly brewed espresso. Zero acidity. Acidity is bitter. The taste of acidity is bitter. So the coffee should not taste bitter. If it is, burnt has a bitter taste also. So if the coffee tastes burnt, the acidity somehow was created. Something went wrong. Now if you had only a half a dose of coffee, you would burn it afterwards because of too oversaturation. So once I extract 100% of all the flavor and aroma out of that coffee ground, right? I extracted all the flavor, all the aroma, it's all been extracted. And I keep brewing. What's going to come out afterwards? Comes out black, like looking like coffee. What is it? What am I extracting now? Acidity. It's burning now. It's over extraction. Now you're burning the coffee. There's nothing left in that coffee, so now it's just boiling through. So now the acidity comes out, and so then all of a sudden you get that bad bitter taste. You see? Acidity is bitter. Burnt is bitter. So bitter is not a good taste you want in coffee. That's a bad taste. So anyone take now strong coffee, strong espresso, and bitter espresso is two different ballparks. One has nothing to do with the other. Salute. Okay? You can have a very strong espresso without having a bitter taste. So zero acidity in there. Versus you can have a burnt, hard, heavy burnt taste coffee, but it's not very strong. It's just very bitter and very acidity, we call it. Tastes lousy. Okay? So when you taste coffee, it should have a pleasant smell. When it has a nasty smell, something went wrong, and normally it got burnt. So if I keep brewing this, okay, remember, I brewed everything out of it. Now I'm going to brew it again. Okay? Even the color is lovely. See? So if you brew coffee too long, let's say they wanted extra water or whatever, that's what you're going to get out of that. Bleh. So if someone wanted an extra long coffee, see, smell that. Has kind of a burnt smell to it, I'll tell you. Versus when I do this. How do you knock the coffee? Oh, okay.